I'm Larry Menti. Welcome back to Jersey Matters. We're going to go back in studio now to continue our conversation on the effect that Donald Trump will have on New Jersey. How about a new infrastructure bill, meaning new bridges and roads for New Jersey? Several in the state are excited about that, including the CEO of the Jersey Chamber of Commerce, Tom Bracken. So is the chamber looking forward to President Trump?
We're looking forward to change. Yes, there's a lot of things that we need to do in this country, and I think he's somebody who is promoting significant change, and hopefully it'll all accrue to everybody's benefit.
Infrastructure is something that New Jersey desperately needs. I know a lot of states need it, but northeastern crumbling states need it more than others.
Yes.
Is that what you're looking forward to, part of what you're looking forward to?
He's a very big advocate for infrastructure improvements and expansion in the country. New Jersey has probably the best infrastructure of any state in the country. However, the condition of our infrastructure is deplorable, and it has impacted our economy, and we have to correct that. We just passed a gas tax and had a funding, which now gives us a funding mechanism for the Transportation Trust Fund. So there's a lot of optimism for our infrastructure because we now have funding to take care of it, at least fix it. With a federal emphasis on infrastructure, hopefully that'll give us federal dollars on top of our state dollars, and that should also be to the benefit of our state.
It would seem that the stock market has reacted well to his proposals.
Yes.
Does the chamber?
I think overall, yes, but you know, we haven't really heard a lot. We've heard a lot of 30,000-foot sound bites of what he's going to do, but you know, the real devil is in the details when these things filter down and actual plans get put in place. So we'll wait and see. But I think the stock market is reacting to the fact that economically, he is talking about doing some things that historically have improved our economy. Infrastructure funding, lowering taxes, reducing regulations, all the things that hold economies back. He is talking very strongly about doing.
Among all the things you just mentioned, would the most important, in the Chamber's view, be reducing the corporate tax to 15%?
Corporate tax to 15%?
Yeah. Isn't that his proposal?
Yeah. Any reduction in taxes will help. If it helps the country, great, but it doesn't improve us vis-a-vis other states. Because everybody will benefit from that.
What could improve you vis-a-vis other states is the relationship between the current governor, who's in for another year, the current governor and Donald Trump. He didn't get a position with the administration like he thought he would, but he still has a relationship.
Yes.
Do you see that as helping the state?
It can't hurt. I mean, anytime you have a relationship with the president is a great thing. Also, some of the new appointments of our congressional delegation, Rodney Frelinghuysen, is going to be a big plus for New Jersey at the House Appropriations Committee, being the chair of that. That's going to accrue to the benefit of New Jersey. So there's some things happening in Washington that are going to be beneficial, but the relationship with the governor and the president-elect cannot hurt us.
How can it help us? I mean, do you see money coming to us?
I hope. Because you know, right now in the country, we rank number 50 in the country of state net return of dollars from the federal government. Every state pays to the government, and then we get dollars back. We rank 50th out of 50 from a negative standpoint in those net dollars returned. We have no place to go but up, and every dollar we get of improvement there is going to help some program in New Jersey and help with our fiscal problems. So, you know, there's significant room for improvement. Everything I talked about should benefit us in some way in that context. So, yeah, I think from that standpoint, you have to be a little bit optimistic. And
Donald Trump has ties to New Jersey. He might even have
property in New Jersey.
Summer home here. He conducted interviews here. Does there become an affinity for New Jersey that turns into policy and dollars?
Let me say this, Larry. It can't hurt. So if he had his summer home and his golf course in Ohio, you know, the likelihood of Ohio benefiting more than New Jersey would be better.
That's a good
but
point.
Now that we have him in New Jersey, and I think he comes here almost every weekend, that can't hurt us.
We have a gubernatorial election coming up. Just to switch topics a little bit, are you already starting to look at the candidates to see who might be more beneficial to business in New Jersey?
Absolutely. Yes.
And have you come up with somebody?
We as an organization do not endorse candidates. But what we are doing is we are pulling together, we have an organization called Opportunity New Jersey, which is a 501c4, issues-oriented coalition that's a very strong, probably the largest coalition of organizations ever put together in the state of New Jersey. We are expanding that to bring in more organizations within the state so that we can put together, I'm going to, for the lack of a better word, put together a white paper that we can present as a very large coalition of organizations to the gubernatorial candidates to say, here's where we think we need to go as a state. How are you going to get us there? You know, every candidate is going to talk about resolving the issues that we know about. We know about school funding. We know about the pension. You know, there's a number of issues that are going to be, that have been around for a while, that haven't been resolved, that need to be resolved. So they're all going to have their take on that, and that's going to be problem solving. That's great. That has to be done. But what we need is we need in this state a plan to take New Jersey from here to here. And without it, in my 47 years in business in New Jersey, I've never seen a plan. We need a plan. So hopefully we can have a dialogue with the candidates that gives them the opportunity to tell us what their plan is. And after we go through that exercise, I think all of the organizations, mine included, can make our own decision on whom we think is the best candidate to be governor.
That's fascinating, because you started off this conversation by saying, on this topic, by saying we don't endorse someone as an organization, yet you're going through this process to find a candidate that you may like more than anybody else. How do you, what's the worded verbiage on that?
Well, what we're doing is we are hopefully doing this for the benefit of all the citizens of New Jersey, to help the citizens hear the candidates' positions so that they can make the most informed decision when they vote that they can.
Why don't you endorse? I mean, there's other chambers that do endorse.
Yeah, we just never have. We might comment on the pros and cons of what they're saying, but I don't think we're not going to guide people to a vote.
Well, it's fascinating. You've been fascinating talking about Donald Trump and his effect, and thank you for talking about the process in not endorsing a governor. Thank you very much, sir. Tom Bracken, president of the New Jersey Chamber of Commerce. So we talked a little bit about the governor. Where is he right now? Is he in the Trump inner circle, or is he outside? It's tough to get a gauge on that, but we have a guest that will be able to tell us when Jersey Matters continues.